Hi guys, welcome to another one of my videos. I cannot believe we're only about a week away from the 1st of December, the last month of the year. I feel like this year has flown by so much, in part due to me creating this channel. I feel like I've been putting so much work and so much effort into doing more reading, which is something I love to do anyways. Life has changed me, and as life has changed me, so has my love of books has also changed. I still love them. I still love books so much. I find that the books that I enjoy are different, and it's really no different for anybody, even in like the movie industry. Have you ever thought of like a movie that you watched when you were younger and you remember loving it and remembering it being the coolest, funniest movie you ever watched, and so 20 years later you sit down with your family to watch it because you remember it being so cool in your head, and then you're watching it and you're going, I liked that movie. You know, I feel kind of like books can be the same way, if you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm talking a lot already, and this video has just started. But anyways, I am drinking one of these holiday creamy vanilla zero sugar Coca-Colas. They're okay. I was really excited when I first saw them, and I was like, yes, I have to have them. But honestly, it's really not giving me holiday vibes. It's just a vanilla Coke. I mean, I'm not feeling very holiday about it, so let's pop this open and take a drink. And talk all about the books that I'm going to read in December. So the first couple of books that I'm going to be talking about, I will share a picture with you up on the top. I have two TBR shelves. One of them is a physical TBR shelf that I have of books that I have just collected. You know, when I am just walking around Walmart, I go to a store and I see a book that I like and I pick it up. Some of them I bought on Amazon, and things happened and I never got around to reading them like I had planned to. But also my other TBR is my digital TBR. I just have basically in Amazon, you can have lists. I have a list of books that I want to read that I just put on my Amazon, and I just kind of leave them there, and then I just buy as I go. we do live in a tiny home, and I find it easier to do it this way instead of trying to buy like a ton of books that I know I'm probably not going to get to for a while, and then have no space for them or have no space for me to sleep. Like, I mean, a bed or books? I think I'll just leave them on Amazon until I'm ready to read them. So these are books I do have coming there, so they will be here by the 2nd of December, which works out just fine for me. I'm going to be busy on the 1st. It's going to be a jam-packed full day. I probably won't even have time to read. I'm going to go through this list first, and then we're going to pick out some books with my TBR jar. I'm not exactly sure how many yet. I'll let you know when we get to that segment of this video. Okay, so the first book I want to read is called The Snow Bride, written by Debbie McComber. I guess it's not really giving Christmas vibes, but it definitely is giving me wintry vibes, and I'm kind of feeling it. You know, some of us have got some snow coming. So I don't know, I just felt like a great way to start December would be with a nice wintry book. And so this book is supposed to be about a girl who apparently is dating somebody on the internet. Has been dating a really long time. I don't know, they might even be engaged, I'm not sure, but she decides that she is gonna go and be with him. And as she's on a plane heading to him, she meets Reed Keener, who is a fellow passenger on the plane, who I'm assuming she ends up sitting next to and kind of, I guess, starts sharing things. And apparently Reed knows the guy that she's planning on marrying. Apparently he kidnaps her. I'm not sure how that happens. I don't know all the details. All I know is Reed knows the guy that she wants to marry, who she's going to be with, and he's, I guess, a really bad guy. And so his way of saving her from this mistake, I guess, is to kidnap her. And then I guess they get snowed in his cabin. And I don't know, just something about this sounds really, really good. I was reading the exempt for it, and I had all the feels for it. So I was like, yes, this is just how we need to start the month of December. So that is exactly what we're going to do. The next book is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. Now, this is part of the Dream Harbor series. Book 1 of the Dream Harbor series is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This book involves a girl who apparently buys the Christmas Tree Farm there in Dream Harbor, and she's determined to, I don't know what she's going to do with it, but she's telling everybody that she's not going to be selling Christmas trees, to not be expecting it. And the town's like, oh no, we got to work on it. We have to have our Christmas trees. We have to have our holiday events and stuff. And then you've got the MMC, who is the brother to the girl from book 1 in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So he comes to visit his sister, apparently breaks down on the side of the road, and then dun dun dun, there's where he meets our FMC, and then things just go from there. It sounds really cute. It's got all the Christmas vibes, winter vibes. I am here for it. I've already read the first 2 books. There's the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and then the Strawberry Pancake House, and they were both really sweet books, and I am definitely in the mood for these books. Yes, please. And then we had the last of the books that I want to, that are coming, that I know I want to read, is The Mistletoe Kisser by Lucy Score. This is the last book in the Blue Moon series, and it's coming at the perfect time. The MMC is somebody coming down who lives somewhere else, who's coming to help take care of his uncle or grandpa or something like that. So I've never met him before, so I don't know him, but I do know the FMC of the book. Although she hasn't been featured a lot, I've seen her a little bit here and there, especially in the last Second Chance book, which was book 2 of the Blue Moon series. You see her a little bit more because that was Joey's story. And the FMC of this book, The Mistletoe Kisser, is the local veterinarian, Dr. Sammy Ames. And again, she was referenced a couple times in a couple other books, more so in book 2. But so, I'm kind of excited to read into how these two end up working out. So it just sounds like something that would be a really good time. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the exempt for you guys because I don't feel I could explain it good enough. So Ryan Sosa, a grumpy former corporate accountant, has had it up to here with surprises. He didn't see getting fired coming, and he certainly didn't anticipate flying across the country to the world's hippiest, happiest, most annoying town to save his great uncle from some mysterious emergency. I love Blue Moon and all of their quirkiness. Not only is there actual snow on the ground, it also appears that elves on psychedelics have decked Blue Moon's halls, but he doesn't have time to be snarky about the impending winter solstice and multicultural holiday celebrations, whatever the hell that is. Not when he's got a farm to save, a free-range sheep that he may or may not have nudged with his stupid microscopic rental car, and some small-town veterinarian telling him she can't take the animal off his hands. Dr. Sammy Ames has a practice to manage and a fundraising crisis to attend to. She doesn't have time to deal with a big city grouch who doesn't remember being her first kiss ever. So they've met before. Especially not since he wants to dump a sheep named Stan on her. So not happening. No matter how cute and pantless, no matter how cute and pantless Ryan is when he's drunk. Okay, I really got to know what's going on there. Besides, as soon as he solves his uncle's problems, he'll be on the first flight out of Blue Moon, never to return again. It will take a winter solstice miracle or perhaps some matchmaking interference by you-know-who, the Beautification Bureau Committee, to get these two to see eye to eye under the mistletoe. It sounds so good. And I cannot get enough of the Beautification Bureau. I could read about those quirky ladies all day, every day. And I really want to start one in my town. Nah, we're not quirky enough around here. Because it is December and I'm going to be really busy. I have 2 families to Christmas shop for, wrap presents, ship. I've got lots of baking. My boys are in 4-H and it's going to start picking up this month or this next month. I'm going to be so busy. I'm trying to give myself realistic goals for books that I can read this month. So my normal amount is 6. I want to try to go for 7. I don't want to go with more than that. I was ballsy for the month of November, and boy, do I have things to talk about. So if you're new and you're not subscribed and you're interested in all of the crazy, wild, amazing adventures I had in the month of November in my reading, go ahead and think about sticking around, subscribing. That will be in my very next video. But anyways, I've got my lovely TBR jar here that is still not decorated. And I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do a video just sitting down and decorating my TBR jar, because I love doing these, and I definitely think that this is something that's gonna be around for quite a long time for me. I really wanna decorate it up and make it look cool. All that said, let's shake it up and get our book number 1. I've already got 3 picked out, which means I'm gonna do 4 out of my TBR jar. Okay, what do we got here? And I'm just going to read it for you and then put it down there at the bottom as well. A book with your favorite cover. Ooh. Okay, I have a couple that I would consider my favorite cover. I think I know which one it is. Okay, so this one was really, really easy for me to pick. I'm going to do The Wind Weaver by Julie Johnson. I love this cover. If you guys haven't figured it out by the name of my YouTube channel, I love phoenixes. I'm like obsessed with them. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love to draw them. And I'm actually working on one of my own art designs that I'm going to draw up, and I'm going to put a beautiful picture of a phoenix up on my back wall at some point this next year. It's something that I'm drawing and coloring and making all myself, and then I'm gonna have that up here. And I'm also thinking about getting a sign. This is a Phoenix library with the phoenix on it as well that lights up. That was my husband's idea. That's like literally on the cover of this book. So this one is going to be my choice, and I'm looking forward to this book. Honestly, I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet, and it just never came up as a TBR option either, but I've had it close at hand because I knew I wanted to get to it. And book 2 is coming out, so I definitely want to get this read, because I think it's coming out more towards the beginning of the year as well, of 2026. So I think it's going to be in like, I'm wanting to say March or April is when book 2 is coming out. So magic and adventure swirl as a young woman reignites the embers of an ancient prophecy, unleashing a storm that could save her realm or doom them all. Fear of magic plagues war-torn Anwen. Halflings like Rhea Fleetwood are killed on sight, but Rhea's execution is interrupted by an unexpected savior, one far more terrifying than her would-be killers. The mysterious and mercenary commander Scythe. In the clutches of this new enemy, Rhea, I'm not sure if it's Rhea or Rhea. I'm wanting to say Rhea. Rhea finds herself fighting for her life in the barren Northernlands. Yet the farther she gets from home, the more she learns that nothing is as it seems. Not her fearsome captor, nor the blight that ravages her dying realm, not even herself. For Rhea is no ordinary halfling. The strange birthmark on her chest and the wind she instinctively calls forth means she is a remnant, one of 4 souls scattered across Anwen, fated to restore the balance of magic or die trying. Mastering the power inside her is only the beginning. Desire for the commander, a man she can never trust, burns just as fiercely as the tempests beating against her ribcage for release. Rhea must choose, smother the flames or let them consume her. Ooh, it sounds so good. Now, what I'm curious about is if this is going to be a series with its own standalone couples, right? So you've got the Wind Weaver, and so this is about Rhea's story. Now I wonder if this book is going to end in a happily ever after for Rhea, and then then book 2 is going to be about the whatever Weaver is next in the series, or if it's going to continue with these two and just add in other characters as they find the other remnants. My all-time favorite cover. I just absolutely love this Phoenix. Here we go again. Let's see. A cover that matches my shirt color. Well, that's pretty easy because there's only one up there that would technically match. All right, so the book I'm picking is going to be Riftborn. Honestly, I mean, it's white and yeah, I'm more silvery gray, but you know, I think that kind of matches pretty good. I'm also wearing green leggings. So we've got green I mean, I know it's just supposed to match my shirt, but I don't have any silver books. I just have white. And so that's the closest I could get in color. So we're going to do Riftborn. I've talked about this one, I know, a couple times. This is actually on my 10 before the end list. So I'm actually glad that I get to add this. And this one's about Faya Riftborn, who has these powers that has been hiding, not letting anybody know about them. And then a series of events happen. I'm not sure what, because, you know, I haven't read the book yet, but apparently a series of events happen and she almost kills a couple noble daughters or something like that. I don't know if she actually kills them or almost kills them. And so then she is arrested and she's going to be executed for her crimes. But however, there's a way out. There is a general, Lark Ashford, who basically gives her an option that she could be executed or she could join his army. He's building up his own little army of magical people with abilities. He's like banding them together and making this whole unit, and he wants her to be a part of that. So she ends up joining with him. She struggles with whether she's going to just succumb to the darkness, succumb to the powers, or work for the people that have taken everything from her. And at the same time, fight her attraction to Lark. Another book that sounds incredible. December read. Yay. All right. Book number 6. Oh, got more than one here. All right. What do we got here? A book with a main character that starts with A, B, or C. I'll be right back. Okay, it took me a second. I was just going in order of my books on my TBR shelf, and this works out really great. I mean, it's totally random. I'm not doing it on purpose, but the book that I picked is King of Greed, which, if you've watched my 10 before the end video, this is another book on that list. So yes, I'm checking things off. And it works because her name is Alessandra Davenport. So her first name starts with an A. This is book 3 of the Kings of Sin series by Anna Wong. This is all about Dominic Davenport and his wife, Alessandra Davenport. It sounds so good because they're already married, and it sounds like she has been in love with him. Obviously, she's married to him. I'm not sure how all that worked out. I'm pretty sure we're going to find out in the book. But they've been married for a while, and he's pretty much married to his job. He is always gone. He's never with her. You see her kind of in like book 1 and 2, and she always seems so sad and so lonely. The first time you meet her, she's like practically crying in a bathroom. In book 2, you kind of see Alessandra a little bit starting to move away from her husband a little bit, trying to get her own life together and do things for herself. And that's where I think the seeds start at for book 3. Even though she does love her husband, Dominic, she's decided that it's just not working, and she doesn't want to be married to him anymore because she needs to get her life back, and she doesn't believe that he loves her and that he'll ever love her. Now, what she didn't expect is that Dominic wasn't going to let her go, that he's going to fight for her. He's going to fight to keep her and not let her go. And you guys, I am so here for that in this book. Already married, already have a relationship, already been together for a while, and him realizing what he's about ready to lose and then fighting to keep her. There's just something about that that's just like, oh yes, this is going to be an incredible book. And it's going to be perfect for December, in my opinion. I don't know why, but just thinking about this book, thinking about the plot of the book and all of that stuff, it's just, I get these images of myself, snow outside, warm cozy blanket, cup of hot cocoa. All right, so let's pick our last book. I'm really trying to, I added a couple more TBR prompts in here, but I'm trying to mix them really good. Okay, keep losing my ring here. What does this one say? A book you don't think you will love. Why did I have to get that one for the month of December? Oh, you guys, no. Again, we're going to attempt The Heartless Hunter. This is the 3rd time this year that this book has been on my TBR and I haven't gotten to it. I will admit I have let people's comments about this book really get to me. When I first purchased it, I was super excited about reading it, so much so that I bought book 2 as well, which is Rebel Witch. I don't know, maybe I was just finding all the negativity about the book. It seemed that that's like all I was hearing from people, that they were disappointed in it, that the magic system was kind of dumb, that the FMC and the MMC had no chemistry. I have been dreading it. I think in part, I don't want to be disappointed in this book, right? And so I've just been avoiding it. They say number 3 is the charm. So I guess we're going to give it a try. This is the Crimson Moth series. It's book 1. I don't know if there's going to be a book 3. Oh, let's give this a try, shall we? Let's see if I can actually get through it this month. All right, those are the 7 books that I am going to read in the month of December. I am very excited. Even when it comes to Heartless Hunter, I mean, again, it's a book that I've been trying to read all year. So I guess in a way, if I can get it read in December, then I'll feel like I've accomplished something by taking a book that I have been pretty much avoiding all year and actually knuckling down and reading it. So I guess that would be a good way to kind of end the year of 2025. And I can't wait to get into all of these books. However, I am currently in the almost done with reading Brimstone, and oh my gosh, you guys, woo! I love it so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't want to say too much beyond that. If you have been following my videos, you guys will already know that Quicksilver for me was a God tier book. And so I was really excited to read Brimstone. If you're curious about my thoughts and my opinions on Brimstone, then like I said, stick around, subscribe, be looking for future videos, because my next video will be talking about all the books that I read in the month of December, and that will include Brimstone. So I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving. We're looking at some pretty nasty weather coming to quite a bit of the United States if you live in the US. So drive safe, be careful, enjoy your family, eat lots of turkey, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.